I used to be this person that used to be so unproductive. I was constantly procrastinating, lazing around. I did not even have focus. I didn't know what I wanted. I was just, all over the place, all up in other people's business, exhausting my energy, in other people's business instead of, putting that energy into, myself. I was constantly doing every single thing other than, being productive for my own self and for my own life. Hi, sweet peas, welcome to my channel. My name is Gloria, and I create content on self love, growth mindset, personal development, and all the yummy and juicy stuff. So, if that is something you want to see more of, then make sure you subscribe and so that I continue seeing my pretty face. But if not, yeah, today we're talking about how to practice mindfulness for better focus and productivity. Mindfulness basically means being present and fully engaged in the present, moment, and keeping judgment aside, just being, present in the present moment. That is what mindfulness means. I used to be this person that used to be so unproductive. I was constantly procrastinating, lazing around. I did not even have focus. I didn't know what I wanted. I was just, all over the place, all up in other people's business, exhausting my energy, in other people's business instead of, putting that energy into, myself. It's so important to be focused and productive in this life, because without focus and productivity, there is no way that you can accomplish anything that you want to accomplish in this life. So this is why it is so important. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys 5 tips, those things that have helped me, to be more focused and more productive and organized and, a more focused life. Because you need to be focused. Okay, where is your direction? Where is your head at? What are you aiming at? What do you want to accomplish? As a human being, like, you need to answer all these questions. If you cannot answer all these questions, if you do not have focus, then you've literally failed yourself. That person is not going to be affected, directly. Like, you've literally failed yourself as a human being. And I know that a lot of people struggle with focus and productivity, because I was once in that phase where I struggled a lot. So yeah, let's just dive right into the video. The first thing you need to start doing is start with a mindfulness meditation. What I mean by mindfulness meditation, meditation is basically all about paying attention to your thoughts, your feelings, in a very non-judgmental way, paying attention to what you're feeling inside, quieting your mind. When you meditate, it's just that when you walk into a very noisy classroom and you're trying to shut everybody up, telling all the students to keep quiet and listen to you, that's what meditation basically feels like. Being in a quiet place, trying to, pay more attention to your thoughts, your feelings, like how do you feel on the inside. If you're addicted to social media, it's a big problem. If you cannot spend like 2 hours to yourself in a day, it's a very big problem. You spend your day, communicating with other people, being bombarded with different people's lives, flashing through your eyes 247. Where is the time that you take out, to, communicate with your own self? Because it's so important to be so in tuned and bond and connect with yourself. And one way that you can start being more focused and productive is by connecting with yourself. Start a mindful meditation. Take out time, in a quiet space, like meditate. Okay, hear your own voice, hear your own feelings in a very non-judgmental way. Like I said, okay, know exactly why you feel a certain type of way and know what is making you feel that way. You have to start figuring yourself out. Okay, you have to start being so interested in your own self. You have to start being so obsessed and crazy about your own self. Oh my goodness, this always happens every single time when you live in Nigeria. Let me give you guys an example. Okay, let's say you want to be a content creator and you're having mixed feelings, you're confused. What will my niche be? Okay, what am I going to talk about? What value am I going to offer to people? And you're basically just confused. One thing that you need to do is start a mindful meditation. Okay, take out time to speak to yourself. Take out time, not just taking out time, take out time in the quiet and speak to yourself. If you feel like you're not good enough, I want you to identify the negative, thoughts and challenge them. Why do you think you're not good enough? The only way you can finally focus and be productive is by knowing exactly what your problem is. Because when you know exactly what your problem is, then you know the solutions that you're going to prefer to those problems. And when you solve your problem, automatically you're going to progress and grow. So it's so important, to start, a mindful meditation. If you struggle with being focused and being productive in your life, okay, start meditating. It's two things that you can do to be more focused and productive by using mindful apps, for guided, meditation sessions. In this day and age, of artificial intelligence, AI, like there's literally nothing that you cannot, put your hands on out there. There's so many apps that can guide you in case you're confused, you don't know how to go about it. There are so many apps out there, that can put you through and get you to be focused and so productive. Because you need to be focused and productive. Okay, there's a certain type of way you feel when you're focused and productive. It makes you feel so good about yourself. It makes you respect yourself more. It boosts your confidence. Like, it just makes you feel so good. Because when you're constantly just lying down and not getting things done, you begin to feel so terrible. You begin to have very low self-esteem. You begin to feel like, oh, you cannot accomplish anything. You begin to feel so low. You begin to feel incapable, and you really want to feel capable. You want to start feeling like you're up to the task. Okay, I can get this done. Okay, I can do this. If you're really serious with your life, you're intentional, and you want to be focused and productive, there are so many apps out there you can use for guided sessions of meditation. What meditation is going to do for sure, when you're so mindful and trying to meditate, is going to reduce stress and anxiety. Because as we go through life, like, it's unavoidable to get stressed out, to get burnt out, to get tired. You're going to get tired and burnt out and stressed out. So if you're losing focus, this is one way that you can just get back into the game. When you start being more mindful, and doing a lot of meditation, is definitely going to improve your focus and concentration. Like, no doubt, no doubt. Know that all work and no play makes John a dull boy or makes Gloria a dull girl. But you also need to be focused. You also need to be productive in your life, to get things done. You just need to find a way to balance things in your life. You need to balance things out. Okay, you cannot be playing more than working. You cannot be working more than playing. You just have to find a balance, that works for you. It's so important. Number three, we're practicing deep breath exercises. That one time I went to the beach and we had this yoga session on the beach. Like, I would never forget. That was my first time, of having yoga, and it felt so good. We had a lot of breathing sessions, deep breathing exercises. And most times you hear a lot of people say, oh, when you're angry, like, before you talk or you react or say something that you're going to regret, like, you just take out time to count 1 2 3, or just breathe in and breathe out. There's a way it makes you feel more, it makes you feel relaxed. It just removes tension from your body instantly. Like, it just clears out your mind. Start practicing deep breathing exercises. Not only is deep breathing exercises going to make you feel focused and productive, also going to make you, be in control of your actions and your emotions. It's just going to, help you with self-control. Whenever something unexpected, or something shocking, or something devastating, or just basically something not nice happens, like, just take out time, to first of all just breathe in and breathe out. There's a way it just reprograms your brain, and it makes you focus more on, it makes you think about your next step carefully, instead of lashing out and doing something that you regret for a long time. Make sure you start practicing deep breathing exercises. Like, breathe in, breathe out. There is no way you practice deep breathing exercises, and you're not going to feel good, and you're not going to be focused and be more productive. If you're stressed out, your business is making you stressed out, and burnt out, customers are, making you angry, your clients are making you angry, your friends are making you, feel a certain type of way. Just see, breathe in and breathe out, okay? Before you take a decision, before you take any step and action to any situation, practice deep breathing exercises. Okay, it's going to improve your focus so much. There are a lot of things that seem like it's not a big deal, but it's actually a very big deal if you start incorporating it in your life. And you see breathing exercises, it seems like, oh, this is not a big deal. What do you mean I should breathe in and breathe out and then I'll feel good, or I should breathe in and breathe out? Like, until you start to practice this, you will never know how important and good and the positive impact and effects this is going to have on your life. Another way to practice mindfulness to improve your focus and productivity is taking regular breaks to stretch and move your body. Oh my god. This one is so important. You need to take breaks. You are not a freaking robot, okay? You cannot keep on going constantly at something that you're going to get burnt out and tired. You need to start taking, breaks and stretching, or just taking a walk, moving your body, quieting your mind, going to enhance self-awareness, going to improve calmness and clarity. When you're tired and you feel like you're confused, you feel like your head is going to explode, I want you to take a break. Take a break, okay? Take a break from that thing that is making you feel that way. You cannot keep on going on and on. Even when you feel tired, you're definitely not going, you're going to lose focus. So you need to start taking out breaks, give you the time, to be able to, think, the time to be able to, consult your feelings. It's going to give you the time to be able to interrogate yourself. It's going to give you the time to be able to know exactly why you're not getting it right. It's going to give you the time to be able to know where your mistakes are. Okay, this is where clarity comes in. Okay, when you take out breaks, to think critically. When you're tired, you are tired. Okay, you cannot force yourself to move. This is why you're a human being. You're not a witch, you're not a robot, you're just a human being. So taking out breaks, to stretch, to move, and to indulge yourself is going to increase calmness and clarity. You see things for exactly how they truly are, and it's also going to make you come back better. When you take a step back, it's easier for you to picture something.
Dissolve.
Yeah, I live in Nigeria, so I'm so
Dissolve.
sorry guys. I'm almost done with this video, so I'm just going to continue it this way. Like, these are the challenges that we face in Nigeria, and these are the things we go through as content creators. Really not easy. But yeah, so just make sure that you're taking breaks. It's so important, for clarity. It's going to make you see things clearer and all. And the last but not the least thing that you need to do to make you focus more and be more productive is to prioritize tasks and set clear goals. Okay, you need to start prioritizing your tasks and set clear goals. What did I say? Like, clear goals. Your goals need to be so clear, crystal clear. Okay, let me use myself as an example. I'm a content creator and I work 9 to 5. On the weekends, I make sure that I take out time, to film my videos, and during the week I edit my videos and I post my videos. This is me prioritizing my tasks. Okay, I prioritize my tasks so much to the extent that even if a friend say, oh, come, let's hang out, I'll be like, no, okay, I need to film my video. Okay, this is the time that I have to film my video, so I'm sorry, I'm going to pass. I'm not going to be able to hang out with you today. This is me prioritizing my tasks because I know how it's important. Okay, and if you want to be more focused, you want to be more productive, you need to prioritize your tasks. Okay, prioritize your tasks so much. Prioritizing your tasks, okay, this is one way that you can achieve your goals and reach your target audience or your target point or whatever. Like, if you're constantly neglecting the tasks that you have to do, there is no way you're going to accomplish or achieve that thing that you want. And another thing is to set clear goals. Okay, I'm creating content, I have goals for myself as a content creator on YouTube. In 3 months time, I want to have at least 1k subscribers, and I also want to be monetized in 3 months time. So my goals are very clear, and if you do not prioritize your tasks, there is no way you're going to be able to accomplish those goals. There is no way your goals are going to be clear. You're literally going to be, fooling yourself if you're not prioritizing your tasks as a person. Okay, if you're not prioritizing your tasks as a business owner, if you're not prioritizing your tasks as a wife, as a husband, as a friend, as a boyfriend, as a girlfriend, as a fiancé, like, things are not going to go the way they are supposed to go. Like, everything is going to be disorganized, and you're going to be confused and running around like a headless chicken. So that you set clear goals at the end of the day, because when you set clear goals, that's how you're going to know what tasks that you're going to, be carrying out on a daily basis. You're going to know the kind of tasks that you're going to, be having for yourself at the end of the day. You need to pay attention to your daily activities. Okay, what I do is, okay, I make my videos on the weekend, right? And my daily activity goes like this. Like, when I go to work, I start editing Monday, then I post on Tuesday, then I rest on Thursday, then Wednesday and Thursday I also start editing my second video, and then I post on Friday. So you need to pay so much attention to your daily activities. It's so important. In my last video, I spoke about, things that you can do in the morning to feel refreshed and energized. So if you haven't watched that video, please make sure you go and watch it, okay? Because all these things are so important. On this channel here, I want you to be so intentional about yourself. I want you to focus on yourself 100,000%, because if you're not focusing on you, then who else are you focusing on, right? If you're watching this video till now, help a sister out, okay? Get me to 1k subscribers, okay? Like this video, comment, subscribe, all the juicy and yummy stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, I hope these tips, helps you to start being more focused and productive. Okay, do not, overwhelm yourself. Okay, you can start really slow. Do not try to do every single thing at once. Baby step. Okay, just start from somewhere, and from them you're going to get clarity, and you're going to know exactly how you're going to move forward with your life. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.